Hey, beautiful. How are you doing today? I want to say something to all of us who are so finely attuned to everything and everyone that the world feels painful. And I don't mean painful in a metaphorical way. I mean painful in our bodies, in our minds, and in our souls. Now, I know that there's a flip side to feeling everything. It means that we feel joy and love also deeply, but it's not the focus of this video. So, I want to say something that may change how you feel about this life that is often quite difficult. Now, I'm going to go a little esoteric here. So, this might not be for everyone. And if it's not for you, feel free to swipe left. Before I go into the message, I want to just share a couple comments, testimonies that I received for my book. So I'm just going to take a few seconds here, share this, and I'll be right back. As a highly sensitive person, an empath, or just somebody who's been called too sensitive and definitely feel like a misfit, I want to suggest that some powers that be, entrusted you with a critical mission. I want to suggest that we were chosen to embody the most beautiful and precious aspects of being human at a time when it would be very difficult to do so. The way I see it, we were sent down to earth to be the guardians and keepers of human values so that one day they could return as the norm of the human experience. You know, kind of like in history, ancient texts had a dedicated people to protect them and safeguard them for humanity in the future. Well, I kind of see us as having that kind of a role for human values. This ability to feel everything that we've been given has given us a brilliant blend of depth, courage, strength, compassion, intuition, and wisdom. Those are the values that we are here to embody and safeguard. The only problem is that when whoever was tasked with preparing us for that mission forgot a critical aspect when getting us ready. They forgot to give us shields in this brilliant Earthsuit blueprint that they put together. So being here and feeling everything is kind of a mixed bag. I want to tell you a few things about this job that we were given, that we chose. First of all, not everyone qualified. And that's something we forget because the way we feel the world actually often makes us feel weak. But the opposite is true. We are actually the strongest and most courageous candidates for this assignment because not every soul could bear the weight of this assignment. So even though we bend sometimes, we are not weak because of that. We are actually immensely strong for still carrying it because that load is a hefty one. mostly at this time on this planet. And because we often feel weak, that's also associated with shame, kind of a shame for not being able to get over it. But there is actually no shame in there. There is actually power in our perseverance. There is honor in our endurance. And we have to, from that point of view, we can actually change our experience from being victims to reminding ourselves that we were chosen. That changes everything. So I know that being highly sensitive is hard. And it's not an easy job that you chose. And quite frankly, there are days where I really wish that I didn't choose it and that I could give it up for a while. But even though I can't tell you that it's going to get easier, I mean, I do hope so, but I honestly don't know if it will. I want us to take comfort in knowing that just being who we are, by feeling everything, we are fulfilling a vital purpose for humanity. I know it sounds very lofty, but I actually believe that our part of our purpose here is to one day return humanity to humanity and to protect human dignity. And we must remember that the world needs us not to give up. As hard, as much as we feel like it sometimes, and it doesn't matter if we remain quiet in a little pocket of nature or in our homes, we have to keep embodying this knowing, and knowing that just by doing so, we are fulfilling our purpose. So even if it's a tough job, and we often dream of not having it, let's not curse our sensitivity, as sometimes we do, because we just wish that we could move through the world with a little bit more ease. Let's not curse it, because it's actually a very consequential gift that some greater consciousness entrusted us with, because we were chosen for our strength, our courage, our resilience, and our ability to bear that load. So let's remember, as we get on with our days, whatever our days look like, that we are not secondary characters, NPCs, non-player characters, right, in video games, of this human story. We are the unsung heroes, the heroes in the background that actually hold the world together. I love you. I will see you soon. Have a wonderful day.